Go for it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome in to Joe Code Podcast. This is your host, Joe Marrese. This is episode 198. 198 episodes of food, beer, men, fun, laughs, good times, fun guests. Let the good times roll. It's been an exciting time with the podcast, getting close to 200, where we will have, out of Chad, JT, Strider, and Kevin, at least 3 of them will be on for that epic 200th episode coming up here in just a couple weeks. So excited to have that. And, yeah, Aaron, we're cool with that. We could accommodate.
Oh, yeah.
We'll come up with a nice fancy setup. Mm-hmm. And we'll have everyone on up top. It's not going to be a free-for-all. We'll be like, oh, well, now let's bring out Strider. They're going to be waiting in the wings backstage. We don't have, like, a green room here where I'm going to be providing refreshments while people wait to get on stage. Perhaps I can do that. If I see fit. No, but we'll just have everyone out here. It'll be a lot of fun. Solo episode today. We've been going heavy on the food talk a lot. I like doing that. Been thinking about incorporating some kind of a beer list, but I feel like doing stuff with beer is almost too, I don't know. It's too vague of a thing. Like, I don't know. You don't know what people drink. You don't even know if people drink beer, if they drink alcohol at all. So, like, talking about doing a lot of this food talk is easier. I think more people can relate to this kind of talk. So, I would like to talk about today my favorite course of the meal, my favorite meal state, you could even call it, if you will. My favorite meal, my favorite course of the meal is what I'd like to talk about a lot today is the appetizer.
Okay.
Yeah, I truly feel the appetizer, if you want to call it starter. We're even talking hors d'oeuvres here. However you want to do it. The appetizer to me is something that I appreciate very much. Because if I'm going somewhere and I'm going there to eat, I need food almost immediately. Because when you're going somewhere, it's like, oh, we're gonna sit down, we gotta order, maybe we gotta wait for a table, maybe we won't get to a table really right away. So the idea of the appetizer is a beautiful thing because food is just around the corner. You know that there is food that can come quick, which makes you think like, hey, why don't they just cook all the food that quick? Did they ever think of that? Hey, can you make the filet mignon? Can you cook it at the same speed as the freaking onion rings? You ever think about that? Kitchen? You know what I'm talking about, Aaron? Why don't they fire that shit up?
I mean,
get it out.
Everything's a little different.
Crank it out.
I know. It's hard to time it on your own when you're cooking.
Get the fire going in the back. Let's crank it out. But yeah, I'm a huge appetizer guy, huge cocktail hour guy where there's hors d'oeuvres coming around. I would even venture to say, like if you go to a wedding or an event where there's a cocktail hour, I would like a cocktail night. I want the whole night to be that vibe. I want to be standing up, having drinks, and then just food comes around and I grab it if I want it. Okay, let's keep that vibe. I don't need to go into a separate room and sit down. You can do all your speeches out here. okay, while they're passing around mini crab cakes. Okay, go ahead and tell me an old story about how you got here while I'm just shoveling a little bit of a crab cake in my mouth, perhaps a skewer of some sorts. But yeah, I like, because I've been thinking about this too. The appetizer time is a fun time because that's when the laughs are being had. That's when the drinks are being had. If you go out to a dinner and you're like sitting down with friends or family members and you're catching up, dinner kind of slows down the vibe. All right, when the dinner is brought out, okay, the laughs stop. Everyone's focusing on their stupid plate. Because now it's like you got a bunch of things in a plate. Now you got to focus. Everyone's quiet. We're like, oh, what should I eat first? Should I eat some of the sides? Should I eat the chicken parmesan? What should I eat first? So I would venture to say, I would go out on a limb even to say that dinner, the actual dinner portion of the meal, slows the vibe down. All right, we're laughing, having a good time, having a drink. Oh, there's a little fried calamari. I'll pick some of that. Keep telling the jokes. Let's keep telling the stories. Oh, and then dinner comes, this big plate of food. Oh, hold on. I got to focus on this. Vibe killer. Hot take, perhaps, but now I feel like the vibe is slowed down. Now I got to think of something funny to say, which to pick the vibe back up, which I probably can come up with. But all in all, I'm saying I'm a small plate guy these days. I like appetizers. That's my favorite thing. I don't need a big dinner.
Well, there are days where we'll just fire up apps and eat them for dinner.
And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah. And the vibes just keep rolling, don't they?
Sure.
Yeah, they sure do. So what I want to do now is I would like to talk about, I made a list of my favorite appetizers I have like a lot of honorable mentions later, but just for the sake of time and going into detail on certain things, I made a list of 10. These are 10 appetizers that I guess throughout my life that have been the ones that I've had the most, the ones that I probably like the most, the ones that we would get a lot at family dinners, going out with friends. So these 10 are the main focus, but of course there's others, and there's going to be some that will be honorable mentions later on. So don't worry if you're like, oh, what about First of all, it's my freaking list. It's my show. So just sit back and listen to what I have to say. So, Aaron, what I'm going to do is talk about 10 different appetizers. We all know them and love them, but I would like to tell you how I would like them served and what I see that the role that they play, honestly. And this first one is even maybe an appetizer before the appetizer, you could even say. And this is the bread basket, which I think is almost forgotten these days, depending on the restaurant you go. There's restaurants these days that they used to just bring it out, but I feel like now you have to ask for it. Unless you're going to like an Italian restaurant, you have to ask for the bread. And I get it, because a lot of times I'm sure some of the bread goes to waste. But especially me nowadays, I need that bread. Because I'm not eating a lot, but I want that bread. I want that bread basket. I want it wrapped in the big cloth napkin. I want it warm. I want it kept warm. It's got to stay warm, and I would like different breads in the basket as well. Shout out to a restaurant me and my dad would go to a lot. A little place called Omega in Niles, Illinois. They bring out a bread basket, and there's different stuff in there. There's little white bread. There's different rolls. There's even muffins in the bread basket. Wow.
We used to go to a restaurant called
Croissants.
The
Oh,
bread.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
The bread basket?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that?
It's in Alpine, California.
Wow.
Mountains east of San Diego.
Now, did they have, what are we talking in that bread basket? We'd like to know.
A lot of different stuff.
Good.
They even had like a little flag where you could raise for more bread.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like you're at a Brazilian steakhouse.
Well, what's the flag look like for more bread?
A little flag, like literally you
Like an American flag, or like
no, it was
the white
red.
flag? Are we surrendering?
No, it was red. It was like the same color as the
All right, I like that.
tablecloths or whatever.
Red flag, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Give me more bread.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. That's a nice name for a restaurant. And the thing about the bread, it's a key thing to get the night started. You go to an Italian restaurant, you get olive oil and you get Parmesan cheese. You pour that in the plate. You dip that. I'm going to be going to town on the bread basket. I would like it there, actually. When I arrive, I want it already at the table. Or whoever's seating me, have the menus and the bread basket in hand. So that actually on the walk to the table, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna need a roll right now. I don't know how far we're walking to get to the table. So so slow down. Let me get in there. All right. And I'll even like this. I'll take some crackers in the bread basket as well. You got those little saltine crackers in the little plastic. Yeah, throw some of those into the bread basket as well. Let's get the night started right.
I know you brought it up with this subject about being wrapped in a cloth napkin.
Yeah.
And I'm sure for fanciness, cloth napkins are the way to go, but I hate a cloth napkin.
What, just in general?
In general, yeah.
Well, it is annoying when you go to a restaurant. If I put it on my lap and it falls on the ground a lot.
Yeah.
It's not built for the lap. Make it longer.
It's got to be huge, yeah.
Make it more of a They make it a square. Make it a rectangle.
Yeah. But the reason I dislike it is because I don't know if this is the same with you, but when I eat, my nose starts running. I don't know why.
Yeah, depending on it depends for me, but yeah, that definitely happens.
So I need something to blow my nose into, and I always feel like it's uncouth or something to blow your nose in a cloth napkin.
For sure. I've probably wiped boogers. Not boogers, but there's been moisture. Yeah, there's been times where I'll dab the nose with that, but yeah, I definitely don't blow your nose in that.
Yeah. They got to like include a paper napkin or a box of tissues.
I agree, because then you got to be running to the bathroom left and right to go blow your nose. And a lot of times bathrooms now, they might not even have paper in there.
Yeah.
You're going in there if they have the blow dry thing.
Yeah.
What am I going to go into the stall and get toilet paper to blow my nose?
I've done it.
Yeah, if you have to.
It's not always available.
But maybe the stall is not available. So you know what you do then? You just go in your hands, and then you wash them.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
I guess.
You got to, as an adult, you got to make these decisions on a fly. Okay? You're not a kid where you can just wipe your snots anywhere. And you have no, you're just doing it, and you don't know, you have no concept of germs or anything. Oh, I'm a kid. I'll just wipe my snots wherever. But as an adult, try and keep clean. But yeah, I agree. At least if you have the cloth, even if it's like from the bar, a little stack of like the cocktail napkins.
Sure.
Just give me some paper.
That'll do enough. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then next I would like to talk we could call it the bread basket of Mexican restaurants, chips and salsa.
Oh, yeah.
How important is that?
Very.
Yeah, and we could even talk guac. Chips, salsa, and then even if you want to order guac, same type of thing.
Or queso.
Yeah. You could do queso. I don't mind that. Give me the trio. Salsa, guac, queso.
Absolutely.
But equally important, if I go to a Mexican restaurant, I need the basket of tortilla chips and the salsa right away. Again, same thing like with the bread. It's just nice to know that I arrive in the restaurant and I know, I'm going to be eating soon. Even if I don't know what I want to order yet. Do I want enchiladas? Do I want a burrito with the sauce on top? Do I want to get like a combination plate? I don't know. I don't know yet, but what I do know is I'm going to get some warm, crispy tortilla chips and salsa and guac and potentially queso down my freaking gullet right away. So those are two very key appetizers: the bread basket and the chips and salsa and guac and queso, if you will.
Yeah. With both of those, though, be refilling them.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm a minimum. Especially with chips and salsa, I'm a minimum 2 baskets. I mean, I've gone 3 sometimes. You know, especially if they're light and airy, and I haven't eaten in a while, and I'm maybe not getting a crazy heavy dinner. I'm gonna have multiple baskets.
Yeah.
And also, it depends on how good the salsa is.
That too.
I'll keep going to town, and I won't stop. All right, let's go with another appetizer favorite for me is onion rings. I love onion rings. Typically, a basket of onion rings is I like it as a nice appetizer. Sometimes as the side with a meal, I don't really agree with it. You pretty much get gypped. You might just get 2. Oh, can I get a side of onion rings? Yeah. Would you like how about 2? Is that fine with you? Just because one's huge, like a hula hoop, or like a freaking Olympic ring that I'm gonna swing on. Am I doing the rings on this freaking onion ring? Is it supposed to be that big? Is it supposed to be the size of a ring I could put on my finger? I mean, I don't mind the different size rings. I certainly don't. I just want to bite into it, get a nice crisp. And also, I would like to be able to just bite through the onion, not bite into it, and then it pulls out, and then it comes slithering at me like a snake.
Yeah.
You have that happen?
That's why I'm not a big onion ring guy.
Yeah, like is a freaking Jake the Snake.
It happens. The rare occasion where I try to revisit it, it happens. And I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, I don't want that slithering at me like a freaking snake. Okay, and if you haven't done it, you need to be eating barbecue sauce with your onion rings. I believe barbecue sauce was built for this. And onion rings and barbecue sauce, they are married now. They've been in a long relationship, and they've finally decided to tie the knot. They are married, so it's a marriage that can't... it's one of the strongest marriages there is, so don't try and... don't think you could get onion rings to cheat on barbecue sauce. They won't. Those two are a perfect marriage. And, I mean, yeah, can you have ranch potentially waiting in the wings? Maybe go the barbecue first and maybe drizzle some ranch. That's probably good. But I would use barbecue as your main dip. Or if you come up with some kind of aioli mix that incorporates barbecue with ranch with maybe something else that I haven't thought of, but I don't know. I know, what was Burger King sauce that they would have with their onion rings? Some kind of a zesty kind of a thing?
I think so.
I think some kind of zest with the onion rings could work too. If it's like a spicy barbecue or like a hot barbecue sauce, I'd be down with that. But yeah, the different size onion rings are fun if you're with your kids. Oh, they get the little ones. Oh, Papa gets the big boy. Give me that one. But yeah, how many bites though should you have to take with an onion ring? I would think maybe 2 at the most. But sometimes there's a 3-4 biter out there. And that's one of those you might you could play ring toss with in the backyard. It's a little too big. All right. Now, this is another one that I like a lot. I pretty much grew up with it. Still get it to this day, is spinach and artichoke dip. That's one of my faves. Aaron, I don't know if you're that kind of a guy.
I will dabble, but that's not my first option.
Because then it's, there's like Parmesan cheese mixed in. Well, here's what I like about the spinach and artichoke dip. Pretty much, it works with pretty much any chips or any kind of cracker or bread, anything there, really. And you could dip anything into that sucker, and it works. Or eat tortilla chips. You can go pita bread. You can go crackers. You can go like mini bagel chips even. You can fricking probably go Fritos scoops with that. That's what's great about that. Like I like a warm little flatbread with that, like a warm kind of pita bread. Anything works with that dip. But I'll tell you this, it's got to be really warm. I want it pretty damn hot. That's when it's at its best. But yeah, I just love that you're able to pretty much dip anything into that. And I'm spinach and artichoke fan for life, and that's a dip that I freaking love a lot. So I hope you guys feel that way too about it. All right, not much else to add there. And then of course, wings. Always been a big fan of wings. As I had gotten older, when I was eating wings, I mean, I don't eat them anymore, but you got to go bone in. Okay, otherwise it's freaking chicken nuggets. Okay, that's what it is. Is it boneless wings? No, that's a freaking chicken nugget, dick. Okay, is that a boneless wing? No, it looks like a chicken finger or even a chicken tender. So let's get that straight. Is it a wing? Yeah, then there's got to be a bone in it. And me, again, with my barbecue obsession, I was a huge barbecue wings guy. Love barbecue wings. Are they people like, oh, it's dry, it gets all over my finger. I like it dry because I don't like the sauce going all over my fingers. Oh, isn't that too bad? Is that okay? Do you need to run to go cry to the bathroom? I like this. I like them saucy. If I was eating wings, I don't mind the sauce. It gets all over my fingers. You know what I do then? I lick them. I'll stick my fingers in my mouth at the table. Doesn't matter. Why, Joe? How can you be licking your fingers? Yeah, why? Because there's sauce all over them. You think I want to let all this delicious, tangy barbecue sauce go to waste? No, I don't. I'm going to lick it. And so I'm going to get it into my mouth any means necessary. If it comes off the wings and it's on my fingers, then so be it. Then that's why we have tongues to lick. So I'm going to be eating wings bone in, and I ideally want that with blue cheese. That's for sure. And then I wrote something else here. What was this abbreviation that I wrote? Oh yeah, that says rant. Okay, never mind. Aaron, how about you on wings? You're bone in, aren't you?
I'm boneless.
Why?
I don't like to eat food that looks like what it was.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
I know, but I don't want it.
Now, you're a mild sauce, medium?
Mild. I might venture to a medium at this point. I've worked my way up, I think, but...
What about BBQ?
I'm into a barbecue, sure.
Yeah. Good.
I like a Parmesan rub.
Yeah, garlic. That was my mom. She loved garlic Parmesan wings. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good flavor.
Honey mustard I'm really into right now.
Honey mustard wings?
Sure.
Wow. Are you talking sauce?
Sauce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Honey mustard wings would be something. Somebody should do that. It can be done by somebody. Okay. So, yeah, wings. And how about this? Potato skins.
Oh, yeah.
Potato skins, those were a favorite of ours growing up, going out to dinner. Potato skins I haven't had in years. I actually ordered some for our Super Bowl party at the Comedy Store. I ordered some potato skins from Saddle Ranch along with some nachos. And people loved them. I didn't eat them, but yeah, there were people loved them. And yeah, whenever I hear potato skins or see them, it just it just reminds me of the 90s. It's a throwback for me. It's like a childhood thing. One thing I didn't like necessarily about potato skins, some restaurants made them too big a little bit. Like, hey, is this a canoe?
Or is this a baked potato, basically?
Yeah, is it just a baked potato, or should we go rowing in the river on it? I'd like these things to be mini. I'd like to be able to pick it up, because I remember a lot of times having to eat potato skins with a fork and a knife, and I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. I like to be able to pick it up. And just enjoy the flavors of the cheese and the bacon and the sour cream and chives. I really need chives on there to bring it home. How about you, Aaron?
Yeah. Give it to me.
So now, I thought of this recently. I think I missed out on getting those potato skins like sliced up, kind of mini, and then also dipping those in ketchup. I think would have been good. Never did that, I don't think. Get them sliced up. They're, the potatoes cooked well. It's almost a fry.
I like a fry with the skin on, sure.
It's almost a loaded fry. You like it with what?
I like a fry with the skin on.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
So I think I missed out on the ketchup dipping. That would have been nice. The sour cream is nice. Adds a little nice moisture to it, but yeah, I think ketchup is something nice to incorporate. So hopefully you find yourself at a bar. I don't know who's all serving potato skins anymore. Maybe certain bars. I know Saddle Ranch out here. Probably TGI Fridays. If you've got one of those in your town, go to freaking in here. It's Friday all the time. Can't go wrong with that. Friday's a fun day. So go in there. Get some potato skins. All right. Okay, we'll get to some more in a moment. Let's get to This Sucks for this week, everybody. So This Sucks for this week is going to be the ticket prices for the Cubs-Dodgers game. Wow. Holy cow. Okay, the Cubs are in town this weekend. Today I'm recording here, folks. It is Thursday, April 10th. Cubs will be in town Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 11th through the 13th. I'm going to the Sunday game with a few friends. And the ticket prices are crazy. Okay, we're talking $100 plus for upper deck tickets. I mean, come on. In today's world, we're going crazy with these ticket prices like that. Wow. So that really, that sucks. That's nuts. I mean, come on, because I'm going to the game. I'm going to have some beers. I'll probably have some food. What is this, a $300, $400 day? What's going on? But I'll tell you this, and I'll give you guys a word of advice. If you're going to a ball game in a certain city and the ticket prices seem crazy, go on the stadium's website. Whatever stadium you're going to, go on their website. So me, guess what I did? Dodger Stadium. Oh, yeah, they have a website. That's a famous stadium. They have a URL. Is that what it's called? When you have a website? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dodger Stadium website. Guess what? Tickets are pretty normal prices. Face value plus a little bit of fee. So the 4 tickets I got were only $73, $74 each, as opposed to $94, $95, $100 plus. So a little word to the wise out there. Oh, these ticket prices are crazy on these dumb sites. Go to the stadium site, see what you can do there. Wink, wink. You're welcome for that. But those prices suck.
Yeah. Dodger Stadium's pricey to begin with, and then they do a little jack up for good teams too with big followings.
And then they have and then this weekend too, they have these big promotional things. Like Friday night, Freddie Freeman bobblehead night.
It's gonna be crazy.
And then Saturday night's game, I believe, is teacher appreciation night. So so let's honor the teachers by gouging the shit out of them. For the by jacking up the ticket prices. Yeah, that's nice.
I assume they give out a bunch of comps for teachers.
Yeah, well, what about us? I'm a teacher.
If you didn't know,
I teach people things.
You do.
All right, so we got a few more of these to do, and this one has become again, with the texting from people, I can't. It's always during the show. I'm turning my phone upside down, and I'm not on my phone a lot this episode. It's not going to go out. Okay, I'm trying to focus on Joe Code episode 198. All right. Now, this is a newer appetizer. It's come into my life in recent years. I'm sure it's been around for a while. Maybe I didn't recognize it. Maybe I just thought, oh, maybe that's weird. But this appetizer stayed persistent and said, hey, Joe, I'm going to be a part of your life, whether you like it or not. So just get used to me. And that, of course, is fried pickles.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Fried pickles, I'd call the hidden gem of appetizers, and really just a delicious snack.
Yeah.
And I don't want it just breaded. I don't want to bite into it and not have a crunch like a chip. I want them to be cut in circles, not like spears or wedges. I want circles of crispy fried pickles. I want to bite into it and have it crunch. And I would like ranch to be a part of this as well. Ranch deserves to be here to enjoy this experience. Yeah, if I see fried pickles on any menu, it's pretty much 100% being ordered rate.
Yeah.
If I'm going to Barney's Beanery, for sure.
If it's going to be the circles, I'm going to need a lot of them.
Yeah.
If it's going to be the spears, I only need a couple.
Yeah. Barney's, you're talking maybe 500-600. No, but they give you a nice basket of the circles.
Give me a game regulation baseball helmet full of them.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, and while we're at it, why not have that at the ballpark? I'd take that in a second. Nice snack. You know, a bag of peanuts is nice, but yeah, I'll take a helmet full of freaking fried pickles. Get that at the ballpark.
Yeah.
So yeah, fried pickles. Keep an eye out for those on a menu near you. Okay, now we're gonna get into a little seafood here, Aaron. You're probably not on board. Don't worry. Okay, you don't have to be a part of everything. But But a huge appetizer that I've had growing up, and one that I liked for a while, is fried calamari. Aaron, was there ever a moment where you were able to enjoy this?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah. I think I still can. I just don't. I don't test it.
Yeah.
I think I can because they swim.
Not worth testing it. Oh, because that's not shellfish.
Yeah, squid swims around, so it's not. It's not a problem. I don't think.
Ah, interesting.
But I haven't really tested it. I just know it's not a thing I need to avoid.
All right, well that's good at least. Yeah, I used to that was a huge appetizer, especially we'd get at a nice Italian restaurant. You'd go fried calamari. You get a lemon wedge with it, and you just squirt that lemon all over it, and it's like crispy and golden brown. You dip it in the cocktail sauce. It's just a nice little appetizer. Not even really filling hardly at all, but it really just gets the palate going. Wasn't a huge fan of like the tentacle pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, do I want 8 legs going in my mouth? Not necessarily. I was more a fan of the little ones that look like mini onion rings. That's more my speed of the calamari. And yeah, it had a nice taste to it. And it looks nice. I like the look of it. I like the golden brown look of it. And it's just a fun little appetizer. Get a few calamaris in your mouth. And it's a nice name, calamari. It's nice. I like it. All right, and then we have a couple more of those. Let's get to let's do a Joe code for this week. And Joe code for this week is takeaway from this podcast, whatever you take away from this podcast is up to you. Is the Joe code for for this week, because I did a little digging on Spotify recently, Aaron, because we had people telling us about those audio issues that they've been having. And I looked at my podcast. I haven't been on Spotify in a while, and the channel, first of all, I'd like to report 4.9 stars. So thank you for that, people of the world.
That's really good.
And but I'm under the category comedy, but also self-help. So so if you see this as self-help, okay, fine. But I would prefer it to just be under comedy. So I guess that's why I'm saying Joe code is the takeaway from this is up to you. So if you're seeing this as self-help, I mean, I guess in the way that comedy is therapy. So I hope you're getting good laughs out of it. I mean, I like to think that I offer pretty much just life experience and kind of my own take on things and just try to make that funny. But if you see that as help, then great. But I don't know why I'm categorized like that. If it was up to me, I would take that off of there.
That could very, very well be something I did.
Oh, okay.
When we first set up the pod.
I mean, I it's fine. Yeah, I don't know if it's always been there on there or not, but as long as comedy's in front of it.
Yeah, yeah, I did that. It's comedy, and then I have education / self-improvement.
Yeah, I think, leave it on. I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, how many more appetizers I got? Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, just 2 more. These are 2 big ones for me in my life. Yeah, and then we got some emails. All right. Yeah, so here we go. Aaron, can you give me the camera too?
Sure. Yeah, sorry.
Thanks. So, all right. We'll do this one, and then we'll do the big one. All right. Well, these are basically my top 2 appetizers, and then this is great that I have for this week is honorable mentions of other hors d'oeuvres and other appetizers that are also important to me, but just didn't really have the opportunity to get into detail on them. So this next one I would like to get to is mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks, I absolutely love.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing where if I have a craving for pizza, I can pretty much do it with mozzarella sticks. It almost fills that void. I mean, I eat pizza, but I'm like, if I'm at a place and I kind of want pizza, but there isn't pizza, if I'm at Norm's diner and I want mozzarella sticks. Here's the thing about mozzarella sticks for me. I like them almost piping hot. I want them piping hot. Oh, wait, I need to make a note real quick of one of the later honorable mentions, too. I can't forget this one.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, what do you think about that? Because my take on that is if they're like room temperature, they need to be very warm. Otherwise, it's freaking string cheese inside.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, what am I, a kid pulling the plastic off the cheese and then pulling little strings and dangling them in my mouth like worms or something?
I do want them. I do want it to be oozing out a little bit.
Ooh, I'll take a little ooze. Sure.
Yeah.
And you know what could subdue the hot freaking mozzarella stick is maybe have the marinara sauce a little cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go that route.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's have the marinara sauce maybe coming out of the refrigerator, and we'll have a nice marriage of piping or oozing hot, let's call it, with a little cool marinara. And also, let's make sure to get this right. I don't know about anybody else out there, but I've been to restaurants where a few times they've messed up the sauces. Cocktail sauce, which I love, and of course is great with fried calamari, got a nice, great flavor to it. I think we forgot to mention the cocktail sauce. But the cocktail sauce is great. I've had people bring out freaking cocktail sauce with mozzarella sticks before.
No.
Doesn't work.
No.
It's happened to me multiple times. Okay, yeah, they're the same color basically, but you know what? Let's frigging let's label the sauces in the kitchen if we don't know what's going on. I don't want cocktail sauce with my mozzarella sticks. It doesn't work.
That's another thing that should be cold though.
Yeah,
cocktail sauce.
Absolutely. But yeah, you've probably you might be thinking, maybe it does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. It sounds like maybe it could, but it can't. It won't. It shouldn't. I want marinara sauce with the mozzarella sticks. Let's make sure to get that right.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times you go to a place and they really hit you with piping hot marinara.
Yeah.
In that bowl, and I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, if the mozzarella stick is nice and hot, the marinara sauce does not need to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be hot met with more hot.
Mm-mm.
The marinara sauce should be room temperature at the most.
Yeah.
All right, let's write the city here, and we got to make sure everyone knows that.
Let's pass a law.
Yeah. And I like a little crunch to them too.
Sure.
I like a little crunch to the mozzarella sticks. I don't. It doesn't need to be a soft breading. I like a crunch. Sure. I'll take a crunch with a little bit of ooze, a little cheese ooze.
Ooh, like a panko breading.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Absolutely. I'll take some of that. Okay, now the last one, I believe something we've talked about on many shows. To me, the greatest appetizer of all time is, of course, nachos. Nachos are absolutely fantastic. Something that could even be a meal.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, people. We need contributions from everyone. Okay, if we're going out and we're getting nachos for the table, I need contributions. Because if people aren't going to participate, then guess what? I'm going to be getting full. And I can't eat my meal, which is actually a good thing, because then that means I could keep the vibe going. Oh, we got strong vibes. We're having fun. We got good laughs going. Maybe I'll just eat up all the nachos so I can keep the vibe going. Maybe that's what I'll do. And of course, I love melted cheese.
Yeah.
I want the cheese melted. You may be thinking, oh, what about the chips underneath? Well, sometimes there's too much cheese on top. Guess what? I can pull that and redistribute to the lower cheeses or the lower chips.
Yeah.
I can take some of the, I can pull, oh, there's a lot of cheese here. Guess what? I'll tear it and I'll redistribute to the lower level. I'll get down to Lower Wacker Drive and redistribute the cheese. It's a Chicago reference. And you know what? A little hidden ingredient that I've always loved on my nachos, which people may not agree with, but okay. I like black olives on my nachos.
I was going to say no thank you on the black olives.
All right, I need support on the black olives.
I'm sure you've got it out there. It's not me.
It adds a nice thing.
I like it looks good.
Yeah. That's what's nice too about black olives. Yeah, they do look good. They're cut up like little eyes or something.
Yeah, but I don't like
these nachos are watching you, Aaron. You want to be watched by the nachos? Fine.
Do that.
Go in your room.
Do that with chives instead. I feel
I'll do I'll take chives and frickin' and olives on there. Yeah, I like nachos with a little garnish. I don't mind that because I feel like you see that. You could do chives. Yeah, is it probably chives? Do they do parsley sprinkled sometimes on nachos? Maybe. Yeah, maybe it's just chives I'm thinking of.
Yeah, parsley is just to garnish. It's not.
Yeah. And of course, with nachos, the flatter the better, so I don't have to do too much redistributing. Don't give me Mount Everest. Okay.
Oh, I'll take Everest.
Well, but
that's not an app. That's a meal.
Yeah, if it's freaking Mount Everest, that's a freaking meal.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have to be doing too much redistributing. I probably should, when you're going nachos, you should probably there should be a fork in one hand. You should be ready to, you should be able to get to work if you have to. Have that fork in your hand because you're probably going to have to be doing some moving of ingredients around. You're going to have to be doing some scooping. So I would have one free hand for the chips, but then one fork in the other hand to be redistributing. So just be ready for that. Keep that in hand. Okay. Fantastic stuff. Now let's do This Is Great for this week, which basically, folks, is an honorable mention of and now I have a lot because there's so many good foods out there. You guys, I'm sure, are probably like, oh, what about this? Well, maybe I've got it covered here in my This Is Great because these foods are all great and they're honorable mentions of appetizers, starters, if you want to call it that. I'm not really into the starter. It's like we know what an appetizer is. We know that it's going to be at the start. Why don't they call dessert finishers then? How about that?
Yeah.
Maybe they should.
Maybe.
It's kind of a cool name. Hey, are you guys interested in some finishers tonight?
I might be.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool name. All right, so this is great. We're going to go with bacon-wrapped dates, pigs in a blanket, quesadillas, baked clams, crab cakes, cheese curds, bruschetta, zucchini sticks, tater tots or Cajun tater tots, basket of fries, jalapeno poppers, and I think that's it.
I've got some.
Let me make sure because I had to write small. Zucchini stick, tater tot, basket of fries, and I'll even say cheesy fries. I like cheese melted on top of fries. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Aaron, yeah, what do you have?
Samosas.
Ooh, yeah, like you get at the Indian restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, those are very good.
And then I had another, and it has just slipped my mind. That's probably the first thing I thought of too. Oh, what is it?
Is it like some kind of mushrooms?
No, definitely not.
Sausage and peppers?
No.
Some kind of burrata thing?
No. Shoot, I don't know. At our wedding, we had grilled cheese with a little thingy to dip, like a soup, tomato soup.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, see, like hors d'oeuvres can almost be its own thing. I incorporated some here, but I'm a huge fan, people, of the appetizer and the vibes that it brings. But we went into detail on those 10 just for the sake of time. I mean, you could, all those other items are pretty much, you guys got it. Pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, very exciting. All right, now let's get to. I keep missing. There's emails that I keep missing, and I've favorited them now to make sure that I'm not missing them. So I've got that.
Yeah, I remembered.
What?
Cream cheese wontons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. See now. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I kind of left out the Asian cuisine. Sorry to the folks out there. Aaron, great call on the wontons. Yeah, especially with the cream cheese. All right, let me add in crab rangoon as well as egg rolls or spring rolls. Yes, those were left out. My bad. Don't get all up in my face. It wasn't on purpose. But yeah, Aaron, yes, thank you for that.
Welcome.
Those are so freaking good. Yeah. All right, folks, email me here at Joe Code Podcast. This is the podcast of food, beer, and men, but we talk anything on the email. Let me see. Okay. Podcast, Joe Code Podcast at gmail.com is the email here. Joe Code Podcast at gmail.com. Also, don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, people. Just hit that little subscribe button on YouTube. Join the Patreon, please. For the love of God, it's $2 a month. Really love your support, and really appreciate that. Patreon.com/Joe Code Podcast. I am on Cameo if you wanted a little video from me. All right, without further ado, let's get to some of these emails. All right, here we got an email from Riker. Gotta love that name. What is this, 90s TGIF show? Job offer. Vegan Joe. Sup, Vegan Joe. Now that you're a vegan CrossFitter with a pot, have you surpassed the Holy Trinity? No, I'm not doing CrossFit, man. I'm not getting involved in that. Also, there seems to be a problem with your Patreon. I can't find the hog tier. Where's the hog tier, Joe? People are wondering. Yeah, maybe I should rename one of the tiers to that. I like that, actually. People are wondering other things, too, like if they can see your best strike 3 call in honor of baseball starting. Maybe sprinkle in something obscure like a balk or infield fly. If you unlock the hog tier, we can buy you a Hyundai Santa Fe and get you a summer umpiring gig. Already did umpiring. I really don't want to go back to it.
It's a thankless job.
It's fun when you're a teenager, but yeah, then you have assholes coming at you for no thanks. No thanks for the dads getting in my face. Take it easy, dads. Maybe you'll even rig a few softball games for Creamy Aaron. Creamy Aaron, I like that name for you. You in, Vegan Joe? We'll call you the Marrese, or maybe the Joe Official. Imagine all the content opportunities. Salutations, Riker.
I like the Joe Official.
Yes, thank you, Riker. Yeah, I mean, Riker, when I was an umpire, I gave more of just maybe just a good strike 3. I wasn't one of these umpires that would just be like, just a random yelling with an intense punch out, which is fun. But yeah, I don't know, an infield fly call. I mean, the balk call, you got to be kind of adamant. You got to make sure they know.
Yeah.
The Cubs, actually, they scored 2 runs in a row on balks. I forget who they were playing. It might have been the I can't think of who it was, but last week they scored 2 runs on balks.
In slow pitch softball, for those who have never played, the strike 3 call is often given with sensitivity.
Oh yeah, because
it's like
they don't want to. You don't want to get.
Oh,
they don't want to
man.
ring anyone up in slow pitch. Yeah, absolutely.
They're like, sorry, dude, that's 3.
It's almost like, really, you didn't swing at that? Are you sure? Yeah,
or
no,
if you swing and miss, it's like, ooh.
Yeah, then
sorry.
then they just kind of give the out punch sign. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, you don't. It's happened though. I think it's happened to me once or twice, but yeah, swing the freaking bat. Softball. Yeah, I think it happened to me once, and then I became like, that's never happening again. So I would even swing at bad pitches to avoid that.
Well, I wouldn't go that
far.
But
But maybe sprinkle in some, like an infield fly. I don't know. I think you just point to the sky.
just point up.
I don't remember having to make that call that often, but all right. Well, yeah. Thanks, Riker. All right. How about this? This is this is a bracket as well from Colton. So people, you can start writing in brackets again. We're almost caught up. I have this one, and then of course on episode 200, I am going to do the Chad and JT's bracket that was written in like 7 years ago now. No, but it was towards the end of last year, and we're going to do that. I believe it's famous Chad and JT's. We'll do that on episode 200. But here comes, this is an email here from Colton. And this is props and bracket. What up, Joe? I'm a pretty new listener and wanted to give you major props for your mostly plant-based diet. Okay, not eating the mutilated corpses of tortured animals is one of the most environmentally friendly things a person can do. And to hear your friends and supporters respond with toxicity and hostility was disheartening. No, I mean, people have joked with me about it, but no one's really given me a hard time about it because who cares? It's my freaking body.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I hope I didn't give that impression, Colton. Yeah, no, people don't really care. I guess people just make jokes. And then he says, shout out Mike Glazer for being the first guest not to crash out about it. Shout out Mike Glazer. We had him on a while back. Also, your mostly plant-based diet, along with not owning a car, makes you straight up one of the most environmentally friendly people I know, which is incredibly stoke-inducing. Yeah, you like that, Colton? Well, actually, I mean, I have been looking at getting a car. The price of cars now is out of this world. So thank you, Colton, but I think as soon as I see it financially, and when it makes sense for me financially, I probably will get a car, but right now it's just like, holy cow. So he goes on to say, I'm plant-based, and one of the most frustrating questions I'm asked is, what do you eat? Which is insane if people really can't think of a single food source besides dead animals. To help you answer that question...
Also, no shit, you're plant-based, Colton. But that's cool.
Yeah, to help you answer that question and educate everyone else, I've attached a vegan protein source bracket. It might be good to wait for a plant-based guest to come through, but if not, I've written some notes below to support. Yeah, I probably would. And he says, Luya Dog, which is spelled L-U-H. Is that what people are saying?
I don't know.
Luya Dog Colton, parentheses, another Colton, not the one who has written in before. Oh, yeah, we have multiple Coltons now. I like that.
Yeah. Who
else could say that? Probably Chad and JT have 17, I bet. Colton's listening. Okay, so he gives protein sources that aren't that are plant. Number one, soy, which includes tofu, tempeh, and edamame, does not lower testosterone or disrupt our endocrine systems. That's what he says.
Yeah, it probably doesn't, but it does make me fart.
Yeah. Number two, beans. I'm not a big soy guy. Number two, beans. Yes, I eat. Number three, lentils. Yes, I like that. Number four, wheat. Highest concentrated source is seitan, Seitan, which is goated. Other sources like, I guess he loves that. Other sources like bread and pasta have a fairly significant amount. Number five, nuts. Yes, I eat a ton of those. Number six, microorganisms, which includes nutritional yeast, mycoprotein, which includes corn or meaty, QUORN or MEATI. I don't eat those.
I've never seen meaty before.
Tempeh and spirulina. Spirulina I've heard of. I know that's a superfood. I don't really get into it. Number seven, seeds. I eat a lot of that. And then number eight, processed meat alternatives, which I do not eat. He says processed meat alternatives has confused everyone into thinking that being plant-based is unhealthy, and it also sucks that it's made to replicate flesh. But it is often the only option for people who do not want to eat flesh, but still plays an important role when eating out. Yeah, I don't mess with the meat alternatives because to me, it's just like, okay, I don't want to eat the meat, so why do I need to impersonate it? Yeah. Which is weird, too, is like they make imitation crab meat. Well, why is this guy doing an imitation? What is this? Is this Adam Ray doing Dr. Phil? Shout out. Why is it doing an imitation? All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, he does those 8 seeds in a bracket. Yeah, I'll wait for a plant-based person, but yeah, thanks, Colton. Appreciate you writing in. And all right, here we got a nice email from Taylor, and Taylor writes in and says, "Toilet seat for big dick." All right, hey there, Joe. I'll keep this one short. I moved into a new rental. Nice room with attached bathroom for a below market rate in a nice neighborhood. Only issue is my cock is too big for this dainty toilet seat. Wow. How do you like that? I have an average size hog, larger than average on a good day, but this toilet seat is effing awful. I need a new one. I'm sure there's a company out there that makes toilet seats for guys with big hogs. Yeah, it's just a small circle. It's like a very thin ring around. Yeah, maybe. I'm sure there's a company out there that makes toilet seats for guys with big hogs. Get them as a sponsor, then read my email on the pod. Look at me go, Joe. I'm doing business for you on the shitter. Thanks, Taylor. Go make that money, my guy, and then if you could suggest the brand, it would solve the problem for me. And then he follows up with a quick little forward this email to your homies at Manscaped if you can't find the Big Dig Dong toilet seat brand. They could make the product. All right, yeah, let's I'll reach out to Manscaped potentially.
Well, what you need is the oblong toilet. They come in circle.
Oh, so it's
oblong.
Yeah, so it's more of an oval shape.
You want oblong, yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Unfortunately, you're renting, so you don't really get to change that out. But if I had that in my house, I would have changed it immediately. But
yeah,
I didn't have to.
That's the issue with renting. Yeah, you may not be able to do that, but
I also like a tall toilet. Places don't have.
But, what do you want? Your feet dangling like you're on a ride?
No, I'm tall, so I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to hurt my back.
Oh, right. You don't want to be almost like in a catcher's stance.
Yeah. I went to Yamashiro, up on the hill there.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Because that's where the Griddle was for a while, the Griddle Cafe.
Oh right, yeah, they were working out of there.
Yeah, and so I had to use the bathroom after breakfast.
Unfortunately, yeah, couldn't make it home even.
Yeah, no way. And I threw my back out and I couldn't play softball that afternoon. Like, it was insane.
Why? Because you were squatting too low?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, like twinged a nerve.
Yeah, be careful. That maybe next time stand over it.
Maybe.
All right, here's one from Dave. I may or may not have read this one, but it's quick anyway. Hyundai Hate. Hi, Joe. I have a Hyundai Elantra, and I value it immensely. As an affordable A to B vehicle. I heard you hating on Hyundais, and I feel like I need to stand up for my vehicle. Best, Dave. And he's got a picture of a Hyundai Elantra, like with smoke behind it. Like, oh, I'm scared of this Elantra.
I'll pull it up.
I mean, it does look badass. There, it's a chromed out Elantra.
They're not bad looking cars.
With a lot of cars. Yeah, it's a good looking car. Yeah. I honestly love that chrome. I think that's a beautiful car. I'm very much into that. Nice touch with the smoke behind it.
Yeah. They don't generally look like that. Those are 20-inch rims on
Yeah,
it, too.
Bumblebee, you better watch out if he sees that coming.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't understand this one. All right, let's see. Oh, all right. Here's one in regards to the Rocky Mountain oysters that we talked about, which are served at Coors Field. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. In response, we get a email here from Spence. So, hey, Joe, listening to the Ballpark Foods episode, and while I respect your hesitation when it comes to eating deep-fried bull testicles, I encourage you to keep an open mind. Okay, fine. Maybe I unlocked the hatch, but the door is still locked. Upper and lower lock, but the latch is off. I haven't had them at Coors Field, but in Colorado, they're a popular bar food / appetizer. Oh, sorry, it didn't make my list. They're a popular bar food / appetizer and actually aren't half bad. They taste like a deep-fried mushroom or anything else that's deep-fried, and with enough breading and sauce, I believe you wouldn't be able... Then I'm just going to get mushrooms, Spence. I don't want to eat the testicles of a bull, so suck it. Sorry, Spence. I'll go along with what you're saying. They taste like a deep-fried mushroom or anything else that's deep-fried, and with enough breading and sauce, I believe you wouldn't be able to tell what they were if you didn't already know. It's fun to take city slickers like you out and make y'all try them. You're not going to make me. Yeah. So next time you're in Colorado, first round of beers and bull balls is on me. All right, thanks, Spence. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's probably like for you guys over there in Colorado, it's fun. Hey, bull testicles. Like, oh, what is this, a rite of passage? No, I'm not into that. I've already made it through the passageway. I'm already a man. I don't need to eat bull testicles. Yeah, I'll get fried mushrooms. I like those. Also, I could add that to the thing.
The appetizer.
Yeah, because back at Barnaby's Pizzeria in Chicago, multiple fantastic locations of Chicago-style thin crust or tavern style, whatever you want to call it. Awesome fried mushrooms as an appetizer that they give you with, I think it might even be creamy garlic to dip in the sauce. If it's not ranch, it's creamy garlic, or there's both. Spence, then P.S. What sounds like a more miserable experience? Crushing a serving of Rocky Mountain oysters with your boys, or cheering for the Colorado Rockies for the last 30 years? As someone with experience in both, give me those testes all day. Nice, Spence. Good email. Yes, Spence, I'm down for the beers. Maybe you could trick me and be like, oh, these are fried mushrooms. Maybe trick me. I mean, you guys have had some success there.
It's tough. I just saw an article a couple weeks ago that explained how hard it is on the pitchers who play there. And I almost think they shouldn't have a team.
Just with the ad.
I love Denver and I love the Rockies.
Well, that's the thing. I think they deserve a team.
I just don't think a team should be playing there. This sport.
Just because it's so easy to hit.
It's just too hard to make it fair.
Well, how about this? Why don't they just build it a dome?
It still wouldn't change the elevation.
It's that wouldn't affect.
I don't think so.
I don't know. That's
certainly worth trying.
Yeah, I wonder what the physics or whatever are on that.
Yeah,
if you can control the climate inside,
pump in some heavier air somehow. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Hey, here's one from Tom, who's written in a lot. Aaron is jealous, is the subject. Opening day at Fenway Park. This is from April 4th. Opening day at Fenway Park versus the Cardinals, 65 degrees and sunny, almost touching the field. I know Aaron is jealous. And he attached a little video.
Let me see if I can get that.
See if we can pull that up. It's just a quick little scanning of the field from Tom.
Yeah, I should be able to play this. Hang on. Vamp or something.
Looks like a beautiful day there at Fenway.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. We did not win that game.
Well, I was going to say. It's all right. Tom, nice.
We did not win that game or that series.
Looks like a great time. Okay. All right, few more emails. All right, yeah, here's one from Nick regarding the Slider Dog / 2016 World Series. Sorry about that. Not sorry. Needed to win one in 108 years. Should I wait longer? Joe and Aaron, forever listener and fan of the podcast. I have thought about writing in a few times, but never felt the unstoppable urge to do so until now. I understand that the article on baseball food was going to be overgeneralized and or just simply swing and miss on some parks. Yeah, that's for sure. A few things I need to address from the short section regarding the Slider Dog. Number one, Slider is actually the Guardians' mascot. It's the big purple bird. So that's where the name of this so-called item comes from. Number two, I've been to over 200 Indians / Guardians games and have not only never had a Slider Dog, nor have I ever even seen someone eating one. Number three, I'm sure this list did many parks a disservice. Yeah, I'm sure it did. It was a list where it's hard to find lists out there, people, where it incorporates every team. Like a lot of lists you look up of ballpark foods and such is just like the best ones or like new hot items. So it's hard to find lists of all 30 parks. So in the essence of incorporating everyone, that's why that list was chosen.
Here is a photo of Slider.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
I don't love it.
Yeah. What's going on? Was that nose hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying Chief Wahoo should come back, but man.
Yeah, maybe find, I don't know. I'm sure this list did many parks a disservice, but the Slider Dog ground my gears. Yeah, it was weird. It was a dog with Fruit Loops on it. Could have even gone with a nostalgia answer of Dollar Dog Night, which they do 20 plus times a year, or one of the 25 local restaurants that have a stand at Progressive Field.
That's awesome.
Yeah, not this.
Both those.
Yeah, for sure. But not this non-existent Fruit Loop hot dog named after a purple bird that literally no one has ever had. Yeah, which is weird then. Okay. To my next point, I went to games 2 and 7 of the 2016 World Series. Cubs were victorious in both. The Cubs did not crush or cream the Indians. Yeah, I know. In Game 6 they did, though. How about that?
Yeah, Game 6.
I guess you weren't at that game.
Game 6 was a blowout, and Joe Madden still used the closer for no reason for multiple innings.
Yeah, he's
not in baseball anymore.
Well, we won it.
Yeah. He
So
might
we
be in
got
baseball. He's not a manager.
we're gonna give Joe credit for that. We won.
Sure.
The Cubs did not crush or cream the Indians, as you say. It took a Mother Nature miracle on top of a 3-1 comeback. Game 7. To tie the game in the 8th at 6-6, Rajai Davis hits a two-run home run off Chapman, and one of the best sports moments I've ever seen. Yeah, to be at that game, to see that home run that hit the freaking camera, which is funny also.
Mm-hmm.
That, I mean, for Cleveland fans, that had to be amazing.
Yeah.
The momentum was roaring in the Cleveland Indians' direction, and it honestly felt like there was no way the Tribe could possibly lose this game. Yeah, believe me, I was terrified at that point. And then the rain delay was called. With momentum pulled right from under our feet, it now felt like the game was simply handed to the Cubs. And the rest is history. Cubs won the World Series in 2016, and congrats. You couldn't have beat a better team. Yeah, that team, that Cleveland team was fantastic. You know what? To be honest with you, I don't even remember how bad the weather was for that rain delay. There must have been a lot of lightning in the area. Like, in my mind, I don't picture like a torrential downpour.
No, I don't think so.
But something had to be going on. They're not just going to call phantom rain delays.
No.
Or are they?
No, and if Cleveland had won it, there wouldn't be any talk about this. It just so happened it.
Well, that was the thing, too. I've never heard any fishy stories about, oh, maybe there wasn't a rain delay. I mean, in 9 years, I think I would have heard something like, oh, maybe they shouldn't have called the rain delay. But, yeah, I'll definitely agree that, yeah, I'm sure that for sure stopped the momentum. Yeah. But also, I think it was about an hour, maybe, that rain delay. Maybe an hour. Yeah. It wasn't that long. But, I mean, both teams, it slowed down. So, I don't necessarily think that, I mean, I don't know if that necessarily helps the Cubs, too.
Yeah. As the visiting team, no.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. That's a fun way to look at it with that. But, yeah, thanks, Nick. Really appreciate you writing in. And, yeah, thanks for standing up for your city and taking down the slider dog. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah. That was weird.
And I actually would like to know someone that has had that.
It does look like that mascot. I would feel like
the slider dog,
because he has all these circles on him and Fruit Loops.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
All right, let's get to our final email that we're gonna read, and this one, of course, comes from Lane. Questions/comments, part 25. Joe, Aaron, sup. Easy with the Brewers slander. The damn Yankees are up to their typical bullshit again by using those damn torpedo bats. What's your take on these things? Aaron, what are those? I've been seeing this in baseball news. What is it?
I will pull a picture, but basically what they are...
Is it corked?
No, it's not corked. It's, a bat, generally speaking, is thin around the handle and then goes out to the barrel and to the end, and it stays about the same width the entire length of the barrel.
Yeah, is this width the whole way?
No, they have moved it back down towards the hands a little bit, so it thins again slightly towards the end, because you don't want to hit the ball there anyway.
So at the end of the bat it's thin?
They've kind of moved the barrel.
Yeah, okay. I feel like I've seen those, but like made out of like styrofoam or something growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
Torpedo bats.
Here, let me...
Are they legal or what?
They are 100% legal. I just lost...
Yeah, I don't know if any Cubs are using them or not.
They've been around, so it's not like they've been available.
And then Lane, yes, sorry about the slander. I think since we did that, we helped you, because it looks like the Brewers are right up on the Cubs' heels there in the division right now. But yeah, I don't know. My take on that is, I mean, if If everyone's cool with it, fine. I don't have an issue.
Yeah, as long as the maximum length is or width is the same as they all are, which
Yeah.
they seem to be. Here, let me show you a photo. They are legal. They've
Yeah,
been
if it's
around for a couple
legal.
years, so it's
All right,
just odd they put on the shellacking they did, but
so that's it at the bottom there.
they both are. So you see how it kind of bows out and then comes back in
Yeah, it's weird. It looks like a cricket thing.
a little bit, but it's not that wide. It's the same width as it's been. Just the barrel is moved down towards the hands more, just slightly, by like 2 inches or whatever.
All right, yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
Looks weird.
yeah, but it's not. It's not really fishy. I mean, you still have to hit the damn ball.
Yeah, you got to hit the damn ball.
I mean, they could make the entire bat the barrel, and I'd still find a way to miss it. So,
Yeah, you still got to you got to still have good hand-eye coordination.
yeah, and play in a ballpark that's tiny, and the wind blows in a really strange way that I think is intentional.
You talking about the Yankees?
Yankee Stadium, yeah,
Yeah.
100% is a little league field with a jet stream going towards both outfields.
Oh, is that how the wind usually blows there?
It seems like it does.
Oh,
man.
isn't that convenient?
Yeah, it seems like they built it with the very real intention of
Making
the wind
sure.
always blowing out.
Ah, that's interesting.
Because there have been some balls that they should be pop-ups.
Because I know at Wrigley Field, there's
Get out.
plenty of times where the wind's blowing in.
Yeah,
Maybe we should change the direction.
yeah.
Maybe the stadium should be on the corner of Waveland and Sheffield instead of Addison and Clark. Maybe we can move that.
Yeah.
Oh, which actually you can see on my T-shirt. But no, it's too small print. I have a Wrigley Field. They call this the brass tacks shirt, which is like everything explained. What does that mean, brass tacks?
Oh, here, I have another bat.
It's a fun saying.
Thing I can show you that maybe demonstrates it. Here, let's see.
Oh, and then Relaine also says, in honor of the Masters right around the corner, I have a question for the both of you. Each year, the previous year's winner hosts a dinner for all previous winners where they can pick 2 apps. Ooh. First course, main course, and then dessert. What would y'all pick for your dinner? Keep in mind, you want to try to appease the people, so I would suggest you not only picking gabagool or any other cured meats. Yeah, no, I'm not going with gabagool. Peace up, A-Town down, Lane. P.S. I rarely do this, but I'm giving you props on calling it Miller Park instead of Am-Fam Field.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I can't keep up with all these name changes of these stadiums.
Yeah.
All right, put it out in the news then, if I'm supposed to know all this.
Yeah, so here's a torpedo bat diagram again. So you can see the top one's a torpedo bat, same length as the other bat, as the traditional.
Oh, so these have a bigger sweet spot?
Yeah, it's just further down. You can see where the circle is further
Yeah.
towards the handle than the middle of the other thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you have a better advantage with that. But
Yeah, you can't see it as well where you're sitting, but yeah, the folks at home. Yeah, you still got to hit the damn thing.
yeah, you
It's-
do.
I don't know that it's any advantage, really. Apparently the bat's a little more evenly weighted with that as well, which I've never enjoyed. I want an end-loaded bat to help me get it through the zone, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks weird kind of, but all right.
Yeah, it's a little goofy looking, but if you weren't looking for it, you'd never see it.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I rarely do this, but I'm giving you props on calling it Miller Park instead of Am-Fam Field as well. I did get bricked up when you talked about our ultimate cheese fry. Yeah, that was a great dessert. Or I'm sorry, great ballpark food. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. For that dinner, my 2 apps. Okay, yeah, of course. I'm gonna go nachos, mozzarella sticks. My first course. I want to go with a caprese salad, and my main course, I'm really a big fan of this that I've had recently, is a roasted eggplant fettuccine. And my dessert, I'm just gonna go classic hot fudge sundae. How about that? Nice and hot too. I want that fudge nice and hot. Aaron, how about you? Any thoughts on your master's dinner? Two apps.
Two apps. I'm looking at it. I think for my two apps, I'm gonna go chips and queso. I'm going samosas.
Ooh, yeah, you're big on those.
First course. I mean, this cuisine doesn't match at all with itself, but first course.
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
This first course is just a salad usually.
Yeah, something lighter.
I don't know. Something lighter.
I mean, it could be a pasta.
I'm going for main course as a pasta.
Could be like a soup even.
Nah. What do I want there? Maybe
Maybe even a third appetizer.
yeah, let's do quesadilla there.
Okay. Yeah.
Main course. A lasagna.
Sure.
Dessert.
Just ricotta, or you want meat?
All of it.
Okay.
Give it to me, all of it. Cover it. Smother it. And then dessert, I'm going ice cream over hot cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
A nice warm hot chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah. Pazook.
All right. Yeah. Then let's close it out with. I think we got a few comments, Aaron.
Oh. Yeah. There's one. I'm looking at this one about the audio.
Oh, yeah. Let me. You know what? I just saw that. Yeah. Let me read that email from Lucas. So, audio issues, and this is an urgent level 5, he says. Sup, dog. Okay, look and listen up, pal. Longtime audio listener, longtime audio sufferer. I remember someone else emailing in with the same issue in a previous Joe code, but I don't think anything has been done to rectify this atrocity. Yes, you know what I'm about to say. These damn audio levels need a massive overhaul. I love you, Joe, but dang it, I can't hear you. Currently off work and trying to game the F out with a super dank, freshly dropped Joe Code ep. Playing the pod using the Spotify feature the dank-ass PS5 has so I can game and pod at the same time, but all I hear is game and no pod. Please go into the editing bay on the next ep and turn those damn DBs up. Other than that, huge screw up. You guys are doing great. And please keep up the great work on everything you guys do besides audio levels. Sincerely, Stinky Binky Boy. P.S. What do you and Aaron and any esteemed guests think is the greatest video game of all time?
Metal Gear Solid.
I think it's Mario Kart, Nintendo 64.
That's pretty good. Yeah. If you're listening,
I don't know.
If you're listening on Spotify while gaming, that's not how this pod was intended to be.
Maybe that's the issue.
Taken in.
That's what I'm thinking. And PS5, I don't know.
If you can't adjust the audio level on that while you're gaming, I don't know. That's a whole nother.
I mean, this is a professional podcast studio.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron, I think, you have everything right there pretty much.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what are the DBs? Defensive backs?
No, decibels.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, me being lower than Joe, I've adjusted that, and I'm trying to talk louder in this episode. You'll hopefully notice. But yeah, we're doing our best here, man. It's not always easy.
Yeah, because I heard it fine from my phone when I went on Spotify. Yeah, I think if you have these other things going on, I don't know. I don't know I don't really know what to tell you guys.
Yeah, we can't adjust our entire thing to somebody's specific setup because then it might mess up everyone else.
Yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to be gaming.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. And I trust Aaron. He's been doing this for a long time.
Long time.
So
Y'all were in diapers.
So,
when I started doing this.
So yeah, Lucas, I'm sorry. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you.
But I will take feedback.
But we're doing what we can, and I don't know if anyone else is having that same experience. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, let me know what else you're doing. Like, are you going through a car wash, and you're like, oh, I can't hear the episode? Yeah, maybe it's because you're going through the freaking car wash. But you know what? Love you guys, and actually, we are at an hour and a half. Well, Aaron, do we have a few
They're
comments?
fast, yeah.
Yeah, let's just read a few of the comments from the last episode.
So last episode, this is 196, top of the menu. We have the Slider Dog is Chari B78 says the Slider Dog is named after the Guardians mascot Slider, not small cheeseburgers.
Right.
As we learned, thank you.
Thanks.
Brandon Tyler does his thing.
Brandon, you're the man. Thanks, buddy.
Beat Dorf says Joe is running a major upskirt hog cam this up. This is on 197. Watch the subs skyrocket, baby.
All right, well, just keep your eyes up.
I was zoomed out a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Patrick Gregory says fire up, bro.
Thank you, Patrick.
And MSLI 253, you really need a name there, says awesome ep.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Love that. All right, awesome, guys. That's going to do it. This is episode 198. Aaron, thanks a lot for your work.
Yep.
Those DBs are up, baby. I really hope everyone could hear this and hear and I hope you're on YouTube and you could see me and hear me well on there as well. If you listen on the Apple Podcast app or wherever else you listen, I really hope you can hear me. And if not, let us know. We'll try to fix it.
Well, yeah, but we can't fix your speakers.
Yeah, so.
Can't do it, won't do it.
But yeah, I appreciate everyone writing in. You guys are awesome. Love you guys out there. And yeah, we'll talk next time. Oh, quick announcement. Bros Before Joe's next Friday, April 18th at the Comedy Store. Get tickets. Ticket link is on my Instagram profile page. Yeah, the lineup is posted there as well. We do have to get a replacement for Catherine Blanford. She will not be there, unfortunately. But yeah, come out to that show. Get tickets next Friday, April 18th. All right. Thanks a lot, you guys. This is Joe Code Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Marrese.